Hello, my name is Ellie and I'm part of the onboarding team at Quirky Campers. I'm going to take you through a short video today talking about some of the requirements we would need from you and your camper van to list for hire on our platform. So just a bit of a rental checklist for you to go through so you know your camper van is ready to go and welcome some customers. So I'm going to cover a few short topics. I'm going to try not to get into too much detail just to keep this video nice and short. If you do have any further questions from what I'm going to cover today, I'll pop up our contact details at the end so you can contact us directly if I didn't answer any of your questions. But what I'm going to cover is insurance, gas safety certificates, weighbridge readouts, and professional quality photos. So first up is insurance, definitely one of the most important aspects of renting out your camper van, if not the most important aspect. So the type of insurance that we would require is called self-drive hire insurance. So that is a policy that is taken out privately by you, and that would cover you and any family members you want included on that policy, as well as all potential customers that you would get to rent out your camper van from you. You would also need to have breakdown assistance for obvious reasons, just in case anything goes wrong. And what I have here then below that is who we are currently offering as our recommended insurance provider. Unfortunately, it isn't a massively popular insurance product that other companies offer. So right now we can only offer one recommended insurance provider, and that is Alan Boswell. They've been insuring all of our camper vans since we began Quirky Campers, and they have a specialized product, a Quirky Campers package that includes the insurance, breakdown assistance, and anything you would need to rent out your camper van and be insured doing so. So they provide two separate kind of products. So you can pay for the annual policy, which is fairly self-explanatory even. That would cover you for the year and for all of your customers. And they also provide a daily insurance policy, which is kind of a pay-as-you-go or pay per customer policy. But I can get into that in a bit more detail if that's something you're interested in finding out about. But that's the kind of the basics of insurance and what we would require from you for renting out your camper van. So the next thing is a gas safety cert. So any camper van that has gas or uses gas in their van, be it a stove, a cooktop, or a heater of any kind, we would need you to have a gas safety cert from a gas safe engineer on their register. So this basically means that we can't, unfortunately, have any camper vans with portable stoves in our camper van fleet. Sadly, portable stoves won't pass a gas safety inspection. So we can't have them as options for renting out with our customers. So if that's something that you do have, it's something that we'd need you to change to have some sort of a fixed cooking setup that would pass a gas safety inspection. So this inspection is done annually. It's usually the first time you do it. If there's something wrong, the gas safety engineer will tell you what needs fixing. And then it's just a very simple process annually to make sure everything's still safe in your camper van. And they will then sign that off. And then that's you done for another year. Obviously, this isn't applicable if you don't have gas in your camper van. So an example of this is if you have an induction hob, which are becoming more and more popular. The only thing is with this is obviously induction hobs, require a lot more power going to them. So we would just need to maybe have a conversation with you first to make sure that you have enough of a battery capacity to make sure that it wouldn't cause any issues for customers, and your induction hob would work no problem for any of your customers. Next thing is a weighbridge readout. So definitely a lot more straightforward. So that's basically just making sure that you get your van weighed after the conversion is done. So weighbridge readouts, for any of you that haven't done it before, you can get them in loads of different places. So recycling centres, scrapyards, garages. If you just have a quick Google around you, there'll be lots of places where you can go. And basically, we just need to be provided with the readout of what your van weighs. It only needs to be done once if your van is converted and you don't get any major work done on it again. And we just need to make sure that you have enough of a payload for any potential customers. So what the payload basically means is we have a kind of recommended payload for the amount of guests that you can accommodate. So an example of this would be, we would say 90 kgs per person, per belted seat, pardon me, and then to factor in 100 kgs for luggage. So an example of this would be like a 3 belted seat camper van, 270 kgs plus 100 kgs for luggage. So think of a payload of 370 kgs. So the last thing there is pro photos. So I cannot understate how important professional photos are for your camper van. So it's something that we really take pride in on our website. And obviously it's incredibly important for us to use for marketing, for press, everything like that. And from our experience and from my experience doing this job, camper vans that really go that extra mile with photos, they really do the best out of all of the camper vans that are listed for hire. And good quality photos, again, cannot be understated by how important it is. So just a few tips on that. I've popped in some photos here of some nice shots of camper vans currently listed on our website. So really important to just get some wide angle shots showing the full space of your van, bright, good quality, so that your camper van doesn't feel, dark and a little bit enclosed. Obviously, it's sometimes easy to do that with a small space. So yeah, really make sure that your camper van is able to really wow in that first impression on our website. We also ask you to create a bit of a scene. So something like have it like these people here are doing, like a little picnic or a breakfast setup or something like that. Something with props really kind of gets customers imagining what it would be like to take out a quirky camper van and what a camper van holiday could be like. So we have a professional photo specification document that you can have a look through if you are getting someone to do it. Will give you kind of a more in-depth information about what we would require, how to get the perfect photos, that kind of a thing. So if you do get in contact with us directly, we can provide you with that photo spec. That's no problem at all. So that's it. If you do have any questions, I'm sure you might, since I did cover everything quite quickly there, do get in touch with us by email. And our phone number, again, is listed below. And yes, thank you very much for choosing to rent Quirky Campers.